He's got to get it. It's got to get a bit nerve-wracking for Heretics here.
Cover going out.
But they're keeping it down to the last second. Paranoia is good, and so is the stun. That's going to deter them for a long time. Pushing through the poison, though. Rians is good for 2. And wait, there's 2. Pins it in, but Brave is going to try and delay it as much as possible. Still, 1 remaining elite. All he has to do is delay it. Heretics yet to get onto the spike, and it's taking them so much time. Now only just touched it. Elite out of the smoke, not even able to deal with Boo, and that's going to be first blood heading over to the Heretics. Power with the gun he had. So now we'll be a little bit more cautious about it. Brave's position is sneaky, not quite spotted. Spoke too fast. Boo with a double already, but Elite close angle into CT, doing some damage, but again, Elite, the final remaining player, just like the last one. But again, Heretics repeat history and get 2 rounds consecutive. But on Ecos, they can definitely pack a punch. We're talking about aimers here. So it's got to be respected, and you can see Heretics is one of those teams that definitely will respect. Evident. Paradex positioning off the guiding light. And he's good with 2. And yeah, BBL, that's over. Spike in the middle. Power has to receive it. But yeah, it doesn't seem like Heretics will be challenging it, just letting BBL to walk into them, really.
Just really cleaning up this round at the end of the day. But I think that's our opportunity to touch back on towards the story here for Paradex, right? The fact that it is, if you guys didn't end up seeing it actually on the Heretics social, it's going to be his last match here right now. Unless, of course, they end up maybe needing a sub. But going forward, he is going to be available for other players.
Kill. It's going to be Mini Boo, isn't it?
Oh, it definitely is. Still nades available here. Oh, this stun could be the difference maker.
But oh, he's low. No. Still gets away with 1, and he's buying time, not the second.
Okay.
Let's ground ourselves for a bit. Boo, used from the shadows. He was to the back of the side, didn't even notice. But still, BBL, great start. They've got a 4v2 scenario here. The Heretics, though, need to be a little bit careful.
I feel like this might be just a save or try and get some exit frag situation here for Heretics in a 2v4. Nothing to work with here for Rians.
They've got money, they're going to go for it. Okay, good for 1. Benji Fishy on a 1v2 now. He's giving off his angle. 2 different positions for VBL. They've got to be really good with the timing of it, and it's all that is required. We're down to 30 seconds. This is getting really tight here. Seeker's now enabled. Brave to the site. He's being sprayed upon across the box, and Miniboo eventually shuts his life down. 23 seconds. Oh, they've got this really close, and Heretics know exactly what's going on. 4 players already located all the way into the site. They've got a guarantee of a luck as well, but it's Miniboo that shuts it down all himself. BBL. Every time we're on an interview, they just praise each other. It's so cute.
Lots of love.
Still aggression for BBL, even though with lesser weaponry in the middle of the site. Kushina's still good for 1. Boo's position telegraphed. Miniboo, though, lines up with his brother, and they make clean work of this hold. 1's crossed over, though. Brave, what are you capable of here? Not much of a gun that you have. 1 meter forward, and he would have been dead.
Yeah, Crazy has a spike here as well. Brave's on an island.
That's brilliant. Brilliant. With a blast pack obscuring movement. Crazy, that is nuts! But not good enough in this one. So there's now time trouble for Heretics. They've got to start moving in quickly. They don't have many flashes for it. The orbital strike is going to have to clear way for the team to start moving in. The poison cloud, oh, the Viper's Pit as well, just being so menacing that BBL just can hide within it. No problem at all. Still, it's somehow favoring Heretics now. Brave trying to have a crossfire with Power, and there's no time for Boo. He knows it, has to run away. The Idol of Heretics going to give away this one. BBL get themselves a 2nd round on the board. Anti-flash for Easy. But Brave just walks even further forward. Smoke to give him the fallback. The spray is there. Always thinking about sticking around. Easy, though, is good with it. The double spray down from Brave. Make it a triple as well. As Boo may be in trouble, and I think he knows it.
I mean, mid-control galore with that 1 away.
The stun could be a good one for them. Doesn't even come down to it. Good little spray down here from Kushina, expecting Paradex position, and now they go in again. Nice position there from Kushina, and he just keeps on giving. BBL just seizing control, demanding respect, and Heretics got to put their arms in the air and surrender.
Down to
1 enemy remaining.
2v5, make that a 1v5 here. Benji's only going to have the share.
Spike planted.
That's that confidence we were talking about, right? Instantly just feeling it. Benji Fishy won't allow him to have it for too soon, the young Brit.
Anticipate though. Trip set up for the choke. Caught.
Oh, Benji Fishy.
Such a good stun.
Not quite there. Oh, he's still hiding. He's still being a ninja in his own smokes, in his own realm. And he's got his opponent's smoke to conceal himself within. But still, it's looking a little bit crazy here. Brave finding himself to the back of the line. Rian's keeping things competitive. He's been strong today. He's been someone to put on the highlight reels, and he's the one to put Heretics still on top. This BBL was bottom 8 ranking. Now wants to change it all around about with beating one of the favorites of this league. He's got the start good. 3 to his name, 1 remaining. The captain of Heretics touching the spike. Do you read this, Brave? Do you keep your composure here? Do you stay solid? Into the smoke he goes! And a Quadra Red Bull clutch! Oh, Benji Fishy is struggling. Kushina is living in the Matrix! And he's got a giant rocket with Boo's name on it. It's looking clean. Mini Boo and Patty though, have turned it all around. Remember what we said, 2 kills and this is doable.
Left.
Orbital strike online with 30 seconds left. Spikes down front sight.
Elite might find the back angle onto Patty Vandal does favor that positioning. Mini Boo left alone. His teammate's gone. Spike on the ground, missing the mark, giving away his position. And solutions to it. This change of pace is exactly what they needed. Boom, signing the alarms. He does have help, but the util from BBL is good enough for the first trade. Boo wanting to stop the fight in the making, but BBL is having none of it.
No, the shift in gears. They're swapping site hits every other round or so, making it more difficult for Heretics to find that read.
And it's the last round. Heretics, when were you saving those ults for? You've got to use them now. A 2v4, let's see what they can do. Clearing out the back of the site, no one from BBL was there. Patty first shot's good for it. Can he find any more? Damage? Done. But Elite is in away from the cutting line, but it pops late. Good stuff. Paint shells out. Miniboo's got to be careful of that one. Down to low. But there is another fight in the making over in Garage as Boo is trying to deal with that one. One shot drop on site for Heretics. And still Para getting a double. It's looking incredibly scrumptious from the BBL side, eating Heretics up for dinner. Pissed around goes to them.
Controller and double initiator. So they don't have that information. You have to dedicate bodies.
Breezy gets one. Not going to capitulate this one. Will stick around for a little longer though. Paint shells do move him out of position. Still one on heaven though. Patty might find the right timing, but he distracts him for a little longer. BBL not going to stand to 4 this time around.
Brave is alone on an island here.
Oh, Paranoia, I think it missed his mark into the smoke, and that's 3 players looking directly at him. And that's 3 pairs of eyes as well. All of a sudden, BBL are in big boo-boo. What do you do with this one? Spike can go onto the site, and yeah, that means Heretics can find their way onto the scoreboard on the attacking side. That's how you get into the game, and they'll be happy to get a flawless in this one. From Reezy, he's smart about this, and so is Elite. They're going to follow up on this B site hit soon enough, and they may be relevant quicker than Heretics have a chance to push through. Paranoia in. Kushina is good on the close distance against Miniboo, and he wants to mow the entirety of Heretics down! It's Kushina, the lawnmower, because his grass is clean! Down 2. There's drop to the site. He does have the reinforcements of Power, but this Aftershock will have to put Miniboo in a different position. How does this one work? Oh, showstopper from Kushina, instantly shut down, but Power is doing wonder work, and Reezy still relevant, and still able to shut down Benji. Fishy Reezy is a gift.
Value, denying a lot of these chokes for Heretics.
Power. Oh, he's a brick wall. Nothing's getting past him. Good stuff. He's throwing bricks right at Heretics.
I feel like they just look so snappy today.
Yeah. They're snapping crocodiles. Didn't know Turkey had crocodiles. They might do, I could be wrong.
We might have to fact check that one later, Pablo.
Yeah, not quite aware. Maybe they have some alligators, who knows. A zoo would. Either way. Locked up, caged up, BBL. But not going to be reading it this time around. Okay, Kushina to the other end of it. He's been good for a quadra kill last time he was there, maybe even an ace, but this time it's Brave called to action. Good for a dink on the second time around, but Heretics have garnered space control, which BBL have to respect.
Seeker's nice for information. You have this mid, like you mentioned here, for Benji Fishy.
What is this Rolling Thunder able to do? Benji Fishy on the look, and he's good to put Cora to rest, and so is the Rolling Thunder. Reezy alone, they know where he is. And he's up against 3. This is a difficult task to try and close it out right here, right now, but he's got the balls to do it. Bullet to the head of Benji Fishy, 2 left, 8 bullets. You've got to read Miniboo's position. He's got to be able to read Boo's position. And the brother Boos will take
Team in mid.
Kushina, next player in trouble. Guiding Light will spawn out Elite's presence, but Power caught with his stun out in the skies. And now, the attention of Heretics is moving towards his A side. They've got to move a little bit quickly, though. Kushina's here to help out. Seeker's looking to stop it all from happening, but Reezy doubles up with the operator seemingly from thin air. And Rians is alone, faced up against a BBL that's about to take Heretics down. Who would have thought the Royals would be here to give the Rogues a fight? And that's exactly what happens here, as the Royals of BBL shut down Heretics in map number 1. Seems like BBL have the answer to this already before it even starts. Miniboo walks in to the Lion's Den and comes out of it without a head and without his life. BBL, they're in trouble because Patek and Boo have turned it all around all of an instance. Para, though, has an opportunity to turn it around. That paranoia was excellent. Heretics turning it all back, upside down. Reezy, though. Now, this is what we want to see in...
Well, when you see Kushner pulling out that raise, but I do also wonder if maybe it was a bit more of a question of comfort in that kind of regard, maybe leaning back towards something, instead of playing more into that Sunset kind of meta that we've seen coming through with some of those more blitz plays with Neons.
This might be good enough here for BBL to get on the spike again. Now, where do you find the players spraying upon it, touching it, putting the wingman on it? But no one is going to be able to be in that line of fire. Heretics, they've gone for this try before, and they've gone for it so many times, and it's so hard to think that BBL can win against... Back to ground zero for BBL. But it seems like Kushina's push works out like a charm. No access to the rifles, though. Very important for Heretics to at least keep them in charge. And with Boo's picking mid, still things are in control.
Great paranoia, though.
The SMGs could do quite a bit. Boo nearly was in trouble. Had to run away from the mosh. Wingman no more. Elite gets a pick. How much do they have in store for us anymore? It's hard to spray when you've only got pistols, and especially when you line up. Wait, the defuse still going on. Miniboo's going to have to close off the gap, but he might not be there on time. He just is. Barely. Miniboo stunned up, paralyzed, at least for a moment. Seems that Brave is in trouble here. Good to keep his life for a bit, but quickly exchanged. Still onto the side. BBL are so quick to rotate to this party, but Patek, wow, wants to go out with a bang. Not going to be subbed out that quickly. Wants to show why he should stick. While he was over in Madrid. Oh, Kushina. When he gets that showstopper, you know he's going to go full guns blazing in mid. Well, Rians does get a couple for his troubles. But yeah, that's the round, I feel. Here, Ash, right? This should be it.
It should be. I mean, I feel like when we do see those eco rounds coming through here for the side of BBL.
I think Elite's got a say in the matter.
Oh,
hiding. This cage is so
my
good.
Goodness! Elite, you're disgusting. And that will mean they'll have to use the wingman pretty early. So, the Dizzy. And that's very vital utility for BBL on this retake. They've got to take these fights dry. Benji Fizzy to the other end. Elite's good for it. That Sheriff keeps on ripping heads off. And BBL find their way on the scoreboard in the second map of the match.
We started off this round and you would flash, but he is alone on an island with Reezy moving towards
30
spawn
seconds
towards that
left.
Power has got the power! 2 kills before he drops, and instantly the attack for Heretics thwarted. Looking at right now, looking at how they can take this on. It's been turned into a 3v2. Oh, but Benji, Fishy, and Boo have got a good crossfire. Wingman on the spike won't be able to do it, but Reezy sees through walls and sees through... Onto the side. No one will be spraying towards them just yet. It's a matter of playing the game.
No! What?
Finds his way out into the open and gets denied the null command.
Missing the timing on the smoke.
Oh my
Elite.
goodness, Elite! 3 kills, and I can't even fathom how quick those came out. And Rians is left alone. A moment where 3 ultimates from the Heretic side could make all the difference. And BBL have a big answer to that, and that has 2 letters to it. No. Rians, what can you do? Turk, 1 Turk versus the 3, but of course the numbers...
So expecting 3.
Para picks away with his life. And to kill to tell for it as well. Paralyzed, he's in trouble, but no, not really. Call the ambulance, but not for me. Kushina is right back into the party, bringing the champagne bottles. Benji Fishy alone. He's a strong on a clutch, but let's be realistic. So
Speaking of which,
not letting them settle down at all. Power might have been able to get away, but Rian somehow has got 10 HP on him, trying to face up against Elite here, but he doesn't stand a chance. Heretics might be losing the lead here, because there's 3 remaining on this attacking side. They've been good to hold this. Whenever they've had the situation, they've been winning, but they've always had some sort of a numbers advantage. But this is when Kushner starts to push forwards into the smoke. The wingman gets shut down as well. There's time trouble for BBL. Heretics might be able to save this. Elite slow on the spike. He gets stopped. Can't even be defused halfway. 2 versus 2. And the time is ticking so quickly at this point. Power has to move in for the fight. Brave is going to decide to stick it to spray down, but I believe he may not have the chance to defuse.
they're opting to maintain more of this backside control than previously.
Ultra aggro. Kushner though puts him to rest. That's a really good camp.
That's so much.
And he hasn't pinged a single one. No one knows. But finally, finally, Benji Fishy takes it down. But it's done quite a bit because it puts BBL in a situation in the know.
It's a great trip.
And we'll block Elite for a little bit. Can they get onto the spike? Body blocking for now. Kushner into the fight. They know they have to contest this, and that they will. Finally learning from their wrongs.
False sense of security.
Miniboo is going to walk in. Wouldn't it be funny if he ends up with a double? No. Brave would say it wouldn't be funny. And Thrash picks up one. Oh, both of them? Oh dear, that's going to delay Kushner here. But it's going to make simple workings of Rians. That's paint. Not to put Rians to sleep, not just yet. Lead is required for that. Not in liquid form, though. And Benji Fishy alone.
Generals left available, but a tall order.
Yeah. Not going to be shutting down the wingman just yet. I think we've seen this approach before, but it's with turned sides, as it's Heretics now to re-aggress onto the site and take the space that was righteously theirs from the beginning. Spike not yet touched. How do Heretics play this? Do they try and spray upon them or go for the fight as they go? Only Paranoia available here from Boo. If he puts a good positioning on it, there may be a chance. Onto the spike. They're trying to figure out what the setup looks like for BBL here. Smart, step-by-step approach. Oh, Miniboo's got him low, though. He hasn't gotten a chance to swing just yet, but it's Paddytech to do a lot of the work. They'll try to overwhelm them with numbers, but Elite shall not stand for a minute long moment. But there might be a collapse here, and BBL know of it, so they avert their focus close to market. But it might have been a little bit too long, as Miniboo is pretty quick on his feet, especially on Neon. And BBL, excuse me, turned it right back in their favor. And it's the force to work out for them. But Benji Fishy won't let it be that easy spike onto the ground. Benji Fishy wants to carry on the momentum from the first round of this half. Easy. What can you do here? 1v2, but cannot even... What bandits are called in Spanish? Los Bandidos, and Heretics are looking to stop them right where they stand, exactly. Like so, unless Pistols can do something in return. Paddytek having none of it.
Defensive to be recovered, though, here in towards elbow, picked up by Para.
What else can be? No flashes, only a couple of shock darts and recon for Rians to move in, but Power wants to take the fight head on, hasn't been spotted by the recon. Benji Fishy is able to put him to rest, and Elite alone. It's a Sheriff, it's a rough one, it's a difficult one. What have you got in store for us here?
That was the risky gamble, because sure, you have the cam on there, but that was the Phantom down.
They don't quite know where he is, but at least Paddytek is looking in that direction. Elite Brave going directly in for the fight. He's got a deal against two. He gets Paddytek out before he loses his own life. Miniboo though goes berserk. Wants to go in for the fight, but Elite handles him before he drops. This is chaos. There's fights all over the board, but BBL knew the plan was the A site all along. Potential of Kushner being here, which they've already pinged down, and Kushner now is in trouble, but he's also got the assistance of Power and Reezy if it's required, but it goes untraded. Reezy will be dropping Mosh Pit. 46 points of health on him, so he won't be able to survive a trade. It means that Power is left all to himself to fend against Boo, who's still sticking the defuse. 3 bullets, and they are enough to clutch up the round for BB. It was chaos and panic. Who will it find? Oh, there's a couple of players, maybe even 3. And Miniboo isn't there to save his teammate's life. Not this time. Kushner is on the case and hitting well, where Boo has to leave the case, leave the site. Maybe find some kills with a judge. You know you're going for rifles the next time around. But BBL are looking different. They're looking strong. And no one messes with Turkey, that's for sure. Not after this. can't underestimate a single team out in front of them.
Just one is being taken here by Heretics.
30 seconds left.
Lacking that same kind of synergy and coordination we've seen in the past.
Take this! Coming through! Go, go, go!
What can you do here? You haven't been able to do much with the rifles. Will the sheriff be it? Not this time around, not when Elite is there on the case. Initial one in this half. So they're going for quite a streak. I believe that's 4 consecutive. Kushner going full guns blazing. Finally, Miniboo wins a crucial fight, and so does Rians. So at least Trajan and Benji Fishy is there to reaffirm their control over them. Not enough to be of any substance. But this crossfire is actually going to be pretty darn good. The Neon approach is also a right idea, but they're moving right into Kushner's realm, where he will be completely demanding supremacy over them.
One enemy remaining.
Keeping it going, drawing out the
standing.
classic, but it's down to a duel. Elite swings out, and Boo shall drop. 11 is something they'll have to overcome, given this is a situation they'll have to struggle with to make to playoffs. Boo gets caught out in no man's land, and Kushner just opens up this A site single-handedly. Paddy Tech wanting to give him another fight outside of the smoke, but 1 for 1 will not do. Numbers favor BBL as Rians looks for the next fight. Again, this is Turkish pride for Rians right now. This is a different fight of a different level. So if he's able to save the day for his team right here, right now, he'll take that opportunity and take the full mile. Elite on the side, weaving in and out of battle with finesse. You know what? I mean, everybody thought, okay, we're talking about the 2 bottom feeders here, Koi BBL, but this is a completely different story, and Kushner wants to prove it as such. Finally finding his mark with a showstopper. So far, it's only been an initiating tool, but now it's a killing tool. Benji Fishy, though, into the action, hasn't been caught, and will not go punished just yet, at least. 3 versus 3, and BBL have got great tools for this. Neural Theft will be dropped straight out of the rip. Wingman heading in Ria's direction, and Elite is keeping that gun handy. Back into Like Pora, giving BBL numbers advantage, and this surely should be the end of Heretics. Surely this is BBL showing supremacy and winning their match against the